The origin of the yo-yo is still under argument, but documentaries that have been made show that it came from Greece. It is rumored that it was used as a weapon for hunting game or other land animals. Although physics may prove the use of the yo-yo as a hunting tool to be ineffective, the concept of being able to retry a missed throw of an object was still an amazing feat. But people still have, to this day, believed it to be a weapon. The Chinese are known to have developed a toy similar to today's yo-yo by the Ming Dynasty, which lasted from 1386 to 1644. The toy called a diabolo in China was especially popular in northern China. Early diabolos were made of bamboo or wood and were commonly used by street entertainers. Yo-yos have been found in archaeological digs. Archaeologists have discovered yo-yos made from materials like wood, bone, and metal in various ancient sites around the world. The modern yo-yo was popularized in the 20th century. In the early 1900s, a young Filipino named Pedro Flores introduced the modern yo-yo to the United States. In the late 1920s, businessman Donald F. Duncan saw a Filipino immigrant, Pedro Flores, demonstrating his yo-yo at a California hotel. But Flores never patented yo-yo, and soon, Duncan bought the rights to the term, forever associating the toy with one name, which was transferred to the new company in 1932. The World Yo-Yo Contest is the culminating yo-yo competition of the worldwide competitive circuit and is considered the most prestigious yo-yo competition in the world. The first World Yo-Yo Contest was held in London, England, in 1932. The winner was Harvey Lowe. In 1941, World War II broke out and plastic was a controlled commodity. All design efforts stopped. In 1945, they went back to making wood yo-yos. About 1950, someone at Duncan came up with the idea of raised radially oriented ribs. That launched plastic yo-yos and remained the best method of getting a yo-yo to return until brake pad technology in 1997. They produced the original maple wooden yo-yos using 1 million board feet per year. In 1960, plastic yo-yos that we still see today began to be manufactured. Sales grew and grew. By 1962, the Duncan Company alone sold a record 45 million yo-yos in a country with only 40 million kids, and still could not keep up with the demand. Butterfly shape. The most notable change in yo-yo design during the 1960s was the introduction of the butterfly shape. This design featured wider, flatter sides compared to traditional imperial-shaped yo-yos, allowing for more surface area and stability during play. The butterfly shape revolutionized yo-yoing, enabling players to perform a wider range of tricks and maneuvers. Trick innovation. The 1960s saw an explosion of new yo-yo tricks and techniques. With the advent of the butterfly shape, players were able to experiment and develop more complex tricks that were previously impossible with traditional yo-yos. This era laid the foundation for many of the advanced tricks seen in modern yo-yoing. Popularity and cultural impact. Yo-yoing reached new heights of popularity in the 1960s, becoming a cultural phenomenon. Innovative materials. Yo-yo manufacturers began experimenting with new materials in the 1960s. Television and media. The 1960s marked the era of television, and yo-yoing became a popular subject for television shows and advertisements. The butterfly shape remains the standard design for high-performance yo-yos, and classic tricks from the era are still performed by yo-yo enthusiasts around the world. The 1960s were a transformative period for the yo-yo, shaping its identity as a versatile toy and a competitive sport. The innovations and cultural impact of that decade continue to resonate with yo-yo players and enthusiasts to this day. The 1970s were a dynamic period for the yo-yo, marked by innovation, competition, and the emergence of new styles and designs. Yo-yos with ball bearings, transaxles, and other advanced features were introduced, enhancing performance and allowing for more complex tricks. New styles and techniques. The 1970s witnessed the development of new yo-yo styles and techniques, including looping, string tricks, and off-string play. Popularity and cultural impact. The 1970s saw a resurgence of interest in yo-yoing, with the toy becoming a cultural phenomenon once again. Yo-yo contests, exhibitions, and demonstrations attracted large crowds, and yo-yoing became a popular hobby for people of all ages. Educational and therapeutic uses. Yo-yos continued to be used for educational and therapeutic purposes in the 1970s. Schools and therapists recognized the benefits of yo-yoing for hand-eye coordination, concentration, and stress relief. In the 1980s, the yo-yo continued to be a popular toy, with several key developments and trends shaping its history during this decade. Players like Tom Kuhn, Dale Merberg, and Harvey Lowe helped popularize advanced yo-yo techniques and tricks. Innovations in yo-yo design. Yo-yo manufacturers introduced new materials and designs in the 1980s to improve performance and durability. The use of ball bearings in yo-yo axles became more common, allowing for longer spin times and smoother play. Yo-yo boom. The 1980s saw a resurgence of interest in yo-yos, often referred to as the yo-yo boom. This was partly fueled by marketing campaigns and endorsements from popular figures. The iconic walk the dog and around the world yo-yo tricks became synonymous with yo-yoing during this decade. The 1980s were a vibrant and exciting time for the yo-yo, with innovations in design, increased professionalization of the sport, and a resurgence of interest among the general public. In the 1990s, the yo-yo continued to evolve and maintain its popularity, with several key developments shaping its history during this decade. Competitive scene. The 1990s saw the continued growth of yo-yo competitions, with events like the World Yo-Yo Contest attracting a larger and more diverse group of participants. Professional yo-yo players like Steve Brown, Jennifer Baybrook, and John Higbee helped raise the profile of competitive yo-yoing during this decade. Collectability. Yo-yos became popular collectibles in the 1990s, with enthusiasts seeking out rare and unique yo-yos to add to their collections. Limited edition yo-yos and yo-yos featuring popular characters or brands became highly sought after by collectors. The 1990s saw the development of new yo-yo trick styles, including off-string yo-yoing where the yo-yo is not attached to the string, and counterweight yo-yoing where a counterweight is attached to the end of the string, allowing for more complex and dynamic tricks. The 1990s were a dynamic and innovative period for the yo-yo, with continued advancements in design and technology, a thriving competitive scene, and a strong cultural presence. In the 2000s, the yo-yo continued to evolve, with advancements in design, technology, and competitive play. Yo-yo players like Hiroyuki Suzuki, Yuki Spencer, and Jensen Kimmett became well known for their innovative and skilled performances. New materials and designs. Yo-yo manufacturers continued to experiment with new materials and designs in the 2000s, leading to yo-yos that were lighter, more durable, and capable of longer spin times. The rise of social media and online communities in the 2000s helped connect yo-yo enthusiasts from around the world. Platforms like YouTube became popular for sharing yo-yo videos, tutorials, and performances, further promoting the art and sport of yo-yoing. World Yo-Yo Contest. The World Yo-Yo Contest continued to be a major event in the yo-yo community, attracting top players from around the world. The competition became more diverse, with players from countries like Japan, the United States, and Europe showcasing their skills and pushing the boundaries of yo-yoing. Innovation in trick complexity. The 2000s saw the development of increasingly complex and technical yo-yo tricks, with players pushing the limits of what was thought possible with a yo-yo. Tricks like horizontal play, where the yo-yo is thrown parallel to the ground, became popular and required a high level of skill and precision. 2000s were a transformative decade for the yo-yo, with advancements in design, technology, and competitive play pushing the boundaries of yo-yoing as a sport and art form. In the 2010s, the yo-yo continued to evolve, with a focus on innovation in design, technology, and competitive play. Bimetal yo-yos. The 2010s saw the rise of bimetal yo-yos, which featured a combination of aluminum and other metals like steel or brass. These yo-yos offered improved performance, stability, and spin times, making them popular among competitive players. Wide adoption of unresponsive play. Unresponsive yo-yo play, where the yo-yo does not return to the hand with a simple tug, became more popular in the 2010s. This style of play allows for more complex and technical tricks but requires the use of a bind maneuver to return the yo-yo to the hand. Social media continued to play a significant role in the yo-yo community in the 2010s, with platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube serving as hubs for sharing videos, tutorials, and performances. This helped connect yo-yo enthusiasts from around the world and showcase the creativity and skill of top players. Diversity in yo-yo styles. The 2010s saw a diverse range of yo-yo styles and techniques, with players exploring new ways to push the limits of yo-yoing. Styles like tech play, which focuses on intricate and technical tricks, and speed play, which emphasizes fast-paced and fluid movements, became more prominent. The 2010s were a dynamic and innovative decade for the yo-yo, with advancements in design, technology, and competitive play pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible with a yo-yo. Today, yo-yoing continues to be a popular hobby and sport enjoyed by people of all ages around the world. Technology has advanced significantly, with yo-yos now available in a wide range of materials, shapes, and designs. High-performance materials like aircraft-grade aluminum and titanium are commonly used, allowing for yo-yos that are more durable, stable, and capable of longer spin times. Competitions. Yo-yo competitions remain a vibrant part of the yo-yo community, with events held at local, national, and international levels. Players continue to push the boundaries of what is possible with a yo-yo, developing new tricks and combinations that showcase their creativity and skill. The internet and social media have played a significant role in the growth of the yo-yo community, providing a platform for yo-yo players to connect, share tips and tricks, and showcase their performances. Yo-yoing is often seen as more than just a hobby or sport, but as a form of self-expression and creativity. Whether you're a beginner looking to learn the basics or an experienced player looking to compete at the highest level, there's something for everyone in the world of yo-yoing.
I cannot imagine how my life would be if I wouldn't start yo-yoing. Like, my life is so different and it's just super fun. I don't know, it's not just the yo-yoing, it's the whole community.